So we're going to start over in ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you how to create that image or something similar to it. If you like it, it's really easy to create images in ChatGPT. So I wanted something that said Diet Coke and something that was also Valentine's Day theme. So what I usually do is I head over to Etsy, and I just like to look and get some inspiration over here. So I found this image over in Etsy somewhere, and all I did was snip it, and then I uploaded it over in ChatGPT, and I said, can you create an image similar to this that is more girly for Valentine's Day with pinks and whites and reds and with no BG, which is no background. All right, so this is the image that it created. You can see the gray checkers in the back. That just means there's no background, which is what you want since we're going to place it on a shirt. So we would just go ahead down here, and I would click here, download, and we're just going to save it to the desktop. Then I go over to Canva, and I do create custom size, and I always do 4500 by 5400 just because that's a good resolution for images, and actually that's what they use over on Amazon when you create shirts over there. We're going to upload the file, which is right here. Next, we're just going to add it. And then I just kind of like to get rid of the spaces since we're going to upload and put this on a shirt. And we're just going to go ahead and stretch it out just like that. And that looks pretty good. And then we're just going to hit share, download, and transparent. And then once you download this image, this will be the image that you'll want to upload to your Cricut or to your DTF or anywhere that you're going to want to use this image. It's that easy. So we're going to head on over to ZRIP, and I have it opened. So we're going to go over on the top, and we're going to select import, and we're going to upload the image that I want to use. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. And if you notice here, this pops up once I double click on the image, and it asks for the size you want to use. I am going to use 9.5, which it just happens to be at. And then it'll automatically set the height of the image so it's proportioned. And we're going to go ahead and select OK. And then let's just kind of scroll up a little bit. So you'll notice here at the top there is very little space, and that is what you want so you don't have to waste as much film. And because ZRIP doesn't do a really good job at eliminating the space, we do that first over in Canva. Remember when we were over here in Canva, I went ahead and I just clicked on here and brought in these lines to get rid of the extra space, and then I stretched it out. If you'll notice here that it is pretty good, not a lot of space at the top. Before we hit print, I always like to go to the bottom, and you'll see this little icon here. I like to center it first, and we're going to go ahead and hit print. So remember, I'm using an Obziy DTF printer. So with that specific printer, we do not need to mirror. All the settings here are correct. I have forward output, absolute coordinate, and I'm doing 8 pass. And then we're just going to hit print. That's it. I know every DTF printer is different. Yours may have to have mirror image on, so it just really depends. But in my case with Obziy, it's already set, and all you have to do is hit print. On top of the DTF printer is a screen where you can go ahead and hit the down arrow button just to feed it through. And then you can go ahead and use this to cut it, or you can use scissors. So I'm going to go ahead and just use scissors. So I'm just going to carefully take this and cut it across. After I hit print, I always like to preheat the DTF oven. This is the DTF by Obziy, and it's a curing portable oven. So all we have to do is power it on. Mine is still in Celsius. So we're going to set it at 120 degrees Celsius for 120 seconds. If you're using Fahrenheit, you would do 248 degrees Fahrenheit for 120 seconds, and everyone's is different, so this is just the range that works for me. So we're gonna go ahead, get this preheated. You also want to make sure to leave it open while it preheats. I know that's so different because we always keep the heat press closed when we heat, but with this, you do need to keep it open while it preheats. We're gonna use this DTF adhesive powder. You're going to just open this up. This is actually the powder that you put on it, and it's the glue that actually sticks to the shirt. So I'm just gonna take this, and this did not come with it. The little scooper, it's just easier to use one of these. So I took one from my protein powder. You wanna make sure to cover it all. Now we're gonna take one end, and we're just gonna carefully make sure that it covers the whole image. I also like to shake it gently over the pan just to get rid of any loose adhesive that is not needed. Next, we're going to place the image inside the DTF curing oven. Remember, we have it set at 120 degrees Celsius or 248 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to cure it for 120 seconds. So we have about 30 seconds left. I'm going to use this little tool to grab it because it's hot, and this is actually like a little Cricut tool. And I actually have this on my kitchen table right now. Actually my island in my kitchen. I really need to get some sort of table for this. So we're just gonna go ahead and pick this up with this. Ooh, that looks so nice. Look at this. You can tell that this is done because this looks shiny and there's no powder residue. So I went ahead and I already trimmed these, and I just want to show you again how you know that this is ready to be pressed. This is actually going to feel rubbery. So can you see that? And you can tell too because there's no loose powder. We went ahead and we cut all of these and we're ready to press them. So let's get our shirts. We're going to go ahead and pre-press the shirts so you can see here as well. It's just rubbery. We're gonna press 4 shirts. So let's get started. All right, so it's almost preheated, but we're just gonna go ahead and slide this over because we wanna pre-press the shirts. So we're gonna very carefully place this up here. And I'm going to use a lint roller first. Just gonna go over here, remove any lint. And we're gonna pre-press this for, let's just do like 10 seconds. And that's good. And then I'm gonna use this shirt. I don't even know what this is called, maybe like a shirt ruler. And these are really easy to make. I actually have a video on it. If I remember, I'll link it below. Super easy, just made it out of cardstock and I laminated it. So easy. And I just found them, so I knew I put them somewhere. So I'm just gonna place this just like this because this is a round neck. And then I also have a V-neck, if you have like a V-neck shirt. And they come, you can do adult, these are adults, but they come in all different sizes. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna do right here. So we're gonna move this up a little bit more. Like, let me just make sure. Yeah, and let me just pre-press this part down here really quick, just for a few seconds. Just to take the moisture out, because once we moved it up with this image, it's gonna take up more room. Okay, so let's place this back here. And we are doing this, okay. We're gonna go ahead and place this just like this, right in the center. And so let's move this up a little bit more, just like this. So we do not use parchment paper or anything like that. We're just gonna place it over it and we're gonna go ahead and press start. Just do it for 15 seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and just place this over here. You can actually do this warm or cold. You can peel it either or. I'm gonna go ahead and peel it. So we're just gonna take this, pull this down. That is so cute. Look at this. I was super excited about this one, so I wanted to go ahead and do this first. Look how cute that is. So freaking adorable. Let's go ahead and do the rest. And it's so soft too, which I absolutely love. I'm gonna move it up
Just a little bit, just like that. That's adorable. All right, this one's gonna be so cute. 15 seconds, and again, we're at 310 degrees Fahrenheit. It's super fast. Once you print all of the images, what I do, I printed 4 or 5 of them, and then it's just super fast to put them all on here and press. So let's set this one aside, grab the next shirt, and place this one just like this. So cute, so cute. Okay, and we have one more left that we're gonna do. And let me just go ahead and take this off. Make sure the tags are off of this one. This is so easy. I love it. And it turns out awesome every time. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off since this is our last one. So this is cool already, but if you wanted to cool it quicker, you could always use a DTF block, but you can also peel this warm. I just prefer to do it cold. So we're just gonna hold the shirt down and take it off. This is so cute. Look at that. This is, I love this. I cannot tell you how easy this is, and this is so nice, so soft. Let's do the next one. And it looks amazing every time. And I got something on my shirt, I don't know, like it's just dirt. So cute. Look at this. Love it. And the colors are so bright. I love it. Look at these. Look at the colors. This is amazing. I love it. I can't say enough great things about this DTF printer. So I absolutely love mine. It's so easy to use. You saw how fast it was. So what did you guys think of today's video? I think all the shirts turned out amazing. Look at this. So cute. We also have this one. Look at the colors. That totally pops. So cute. We have this one as well. So cute. I just love the colors. They're so bold, and I just love that it's so soft and they wash really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. If you have any questions, always make sure to drop a comment below. If you like this video and you found it helpful, make sure to give me a thumbs up because it helps push my video out. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.